welcome to this week's episode of MCW Fancast. My name's Emma, thanks for listening. So you're probably wondering where the audio intro is. It's actually on a laptop in the Midlands with my mum and dad at my mum and dad's house because I got caught up in Storm Ciara at the weekend, which resulted in me having to head straight back to Manchester from London and not really being able to get off the train and get to my mum and dad's to pick my bag and all my stuff up. So I've not got my laptop, I've not got my electric toothbrush, which I'm not very happy about because I've had to go manual. But other than that, hopefully it won't be too long till I get my laptop back. And like I said, you'll know when I've got it back because the musical audio bits will be put back in the podcast again, and hopefully it'll just sound a little bit better. Following last week's match postponement due to Storm Ciara, Alan Mahon took charge of Man City Women for the first time as interim manager in front of a home crowd on Wednesday night for our WSL game against travelling Bristol City. City were able to see out the game and pick up the 3 points against a much improved Bristol side. Later in the podcast, I chat to Rich from the Bristol City Women's Supporters Club as we recap on the game, but first we hear from Alan Mahon speaking at full time and goal scorer Gemma Bonner.
Delighted to get the win under our belts. Obviously, with the game itself wasn't that great. We could have done better in spells, but obviously it's a win. And this game, this season and last season, it could have been a bit of a banana skin. But we've got the 3 points and we're on to the next game now. Yeah, no, we dominated the ball. It's just the final tour got to be a bit more clinical. But other than that, like I said, this is a really tight league this year. So we can't really afford to slip up, and we did last year in the same game. So I'm happy with the result.
Yeah, I think for us, we look to get off to a good start. I think, it's important that we should start time, especially last year we got points against Bristol twice, so we knew it wasn't going to be an easy game. But for us, it's important that we've not necessarily played well tonight, but we still picked up the 3 points, and that was the most important thing for us coming in. We've kept a clean sheet, and I think we've got things definitely to improve on, but the most important thing was keeping on. We've got Caroline Ware delivering set pieces, and you ask her to put a ball where you want it and she'll do it. And for our point of view, it's been important for set pieces this year. And to be honest, we're disappointed we're not scoring a goal from them because they're that good. So for me, it's when I've got balls like that coming into the box, then it's up to us to go and attack them. It's important for us this year.
Hi Rich, how are you?
Oh, hi Emma, you okay?
Yeah, not too bad. Did you get home okay?
Yeah, it was fine, thanks. Bit of a long old journey, but it was good to see all you guys.
Yeah, you too. Was it worth the journey?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I think after what was the goal in the second minute, I thought we sort of dug in and gave a really good account of ourselves, I think.
Initially, it's within the first minute, wasn't it, that the Gemma Bonner connected to the end of Caroline Ware's free kick, and it was quite a nice finish actually. And I kind of felt in that moment we're like, what have we opened ourselves up for here? Are we going to run away with it, kind of thing? And then credit to Bristol. I mean, an early goal like that, and your heads would drop a little bit, but absolutely not. If anything, they just didn't want to, they give us anything really. Let's be honest. They played really well.
Yeah. Me and Martin said that at the time when that goal went in. He said, "Oh, here we go again.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long night." And I wasn't at the Arsenal game, the 11-1, but you started thinking about that. Started thinking, "Oh, here we go." That's. You started thinking, "Oh, is it going to be another one of those days?" Because we have had a few Tonkins this season, so it was really good to see. You were coming at us, so it was really good to see sort of those blocks go in, and the girl. We even had a few chances of our own. I remember when the South Korean girl Jean, she couldn't get on the end of a good one. I think that would have been a good chance. So I think we were sort of unlucky to. It wasn't all about defence. It was we passed the ball nicely in midfield as well, which has been missing for most of the part of the season.
I think that's
the issue.
Yeah, I think that was quite reflective in the stats as well, because possession-wise, obviously City like to have a lot more of the ball, and that obviously wasn't the case at all last night. How do you feel your new signings have set? You spoke with Jean then?
Yeah, Jean's really. I've only played 2 games. Obviously, we've had he's been at the club about a month. But obviously, we've had a couple of games called off and played well against Durham in a more of a midfield role. But of course, yesterday she was up front, and I thought she did quite well yesterday. So I don't know. So she's quite she can play anywhere really. So that's a good sign. And the other two, Faye Bryson on the right hand. Right back, she's done really, really well, and Megan Wynn's done well. But then, of course, you've got the big one to come next week, Chloe Legarzo from Australia. So that is, I mean, that's a massive signing. So that'll strengthen us in knowing.
In terms of signing, I mean, Bristol, you felt they really needed to do some business in the winter transfer. Were you happy with what players Tanya had brought in?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we probably needed another striker. But it was. I thought the start of the season we should have been a bit more proactive because we didn't have. I mean, obviously Salmon, we didn't know what she was going to be like. We signed the two girls from Birmingham, and they were Sargent and Charlie Wellens. We know they're good, but after that, it was really a little bit. There were a lot of gambles.
Yeah.
It's good to see that. It's good to see that we signed these girls in the. In the transfer window. Yeah, I'm happy.
Were you surprised to see someone not start the game and obviously brought in the second half?
Yeah, they're trying to. I think they're trying to sort of wrap up and cotton wool a little bit because, of course, we've got this big game against Everton on Monday, so I think she'll definitely start that. Yeah, Katie Robinson, who started, she played well in the last cup game against Durham, scored the winner. So, she deserves a chance.
And we've got to talk about Sophie Bagley. I mean, she was unbelievable. I mean, especially in the second half. I mean, City came out and they put on so much pressure, and there was about 3 or 4 opportunities on target, and Bagley just denied City, and it was unbelievable.
Yeah, well, we know what she can do. I mean, she's had probably not had as good season this year as she did last season, but in the last few games that she's played, she's come into her own again.
I mean, they were the kind of sayers reminiscent of what I saw of her last season, where she really impressed, and I think a lot of people amongst the fans like were saying, that she should be perhaps called up. She certainly gave a really good account of herself anyway last night.
Yeah, I think she did. We've gone over this England thing sort of countless times. She can only do what she can do, and just wait for the call, I suppose.
So in terms of obviously the rest of the season for you now, every game is a big game now for Bristol. Obviously, once you pick yourself up off the bottom of the table, I mean, what do you need to see from Bristol now? Do you feel that you're going in the right direction with the signings that Tanya's brought in? And obviously the performance last night was very positive. Is that enough to carry the team forward and hopefully pick up some points?
Yeah, I think it is. I mean, there's a massive game next Sunday. That's a real big one. And of course, Chloe Legarzo will be playing in that, and she, going by what I've heard, she is a really quality player. So I mean, it's going to have to be, isn't it? I mean, I don't see, if we play like we did last night and the new signings keep getting better, then there's no reason why we can't pick up the points that we need.
It's just so tough, isn't it, at the bottom of the table at the moment? Obviously, you've got Birmingham now in 10th position, Liverpool's obviously on joint points with yourselves at the bottom and 11th and 12th, so it's really difficult, isn't it? It's as tight as at the top as it is at the bottom. It's just crazy. I honestly didn't think that Liverpool and Bristol would be the two teams on the bottom of the table this season. I really didn't.
Yeah, no, I sort of thought I thought Tottenham would be Brighton, but Tottenham had a great start. They did buy. I think they bought shrewdly in the summer as well, though.
Yeah,
they got some old wise heads, didn't they? And then of course they've got I think they did quite well. And of course, I think Brighton is sort of getting themselves out of trouble now. They got a good result last night.
All the best for the rest of the season, Rich. I mean, I really do hope that Bristol are able to pick up some points, and hopefully we'll catch up at some point, maybe towards the end of the season.
Yeah, we'll do. Great to talk to you.
All right, Rich. Take care.
Thanks. Bye.
This coming Sunday, we welcome Ipswich Town Women and their travelling fans to the Academy Stadium for our 5th round FA Cup tie. Nearly 400 Ipswich fans are expected to make the long trip north from East Anglia region in what's been a historic cup run for the Tractor Girls already. I caught up with Ipswich fan Tom Whitby to preview our weekend's fixture. Right, hi Tom, how are you?
I'm not too bad, thank you. Yourself?
Yeah, really good, thank you. Looking forward to the weekend?
Yeah, can't wait. Big game, big game.
Yeah, how did you feel when the draw was made?
Well, I was working at the time, actually. I had it come through on my watch, and one of my mates messaged me, and I was like, "Is this for real?" So I had to run to my phone, had to double check myself, and yeah, it was right in front of me. I said that I wanted Arsenal or Man City, so I got my wish.
So you wanted a big team. Well, I say a big team, but one of the bigger teams.
Yeah, I mean, we're one of the big teams, obviously, in women's football. It's quite nice for us because that's what we were hoping in the fourth round. But ended up with, obviously, Huddersfield away, which we didn't mind in the end. So
yeah, it was a good result for you. Was it 4-1?
Yeah, 4-1 in the end. Really convincing result. I mean, we were 4-0 up at half-time. Maddie Biggs, 16-year-old, scored a hat-trick.
Yeah, that's incredible for a 16-year-old score a hat-trick like that.
Oh, it's amazing, isn't it? I mean, on Sunday you'll see half of our team are still teenagers. More than half, I'd say 3/4 are still teenagers.
Yeah, so obviously a big fixture for either team. As a win, we'll see either team progress to the next round of the competition, which will be the quarter-finals. I mean, Ipswich have already made their own history in this fairy tale cup run. But so what's the feeling been like amongst the fans and the team itself?
Really exciting. I mean, we haven't had a cup run like this in years. I mean, considering last year we lost in the first qualifying round. Year before that, a couple of years ago, we lost to Charlton in the third round. So we were obviously a game before all the big teams came in. But this season's been absolutely brilliant. I mean, credit to Joe, the manager, who's brought through a lot of under-21 players. And, moulded them to the team really well. We can't stop winning at the minute. Lost one league game all season. And spirits are really high going into what is a fairy tale game and what's going to be our toughest game in our history. You
spoke there about your season so far and your run at the moment. I mean, you're currently top of the Women's National League, Division 1, South East, is that right?
That's right.
So it's been quite a season already for you.
Yeah, I mean, one defeat all season. We've only drew one game as well and won the rest. Both to Wimbledon, funny enough. Drew to them at home and lost away, unfortunately, in the last minute. Mm-hmm. But other than that, we've been very dominant in every game we've played. And, looked comfortable in every game. Even the Wimbledon game that we lost, we were comfortable. But
is it Wimbledon that are just behind you in second place?
Yeah, they are. I think we have got 2 games in hand on them, though, or a game in hand, so we can pull away from them.
That's good. So, looking ahead to Sunday then, a long trip north. What is it, about 4 hours?
When I was on my sat-nav, it's 4.5
about 4.5, oh man.
I'm going to say 5.
Yeah, with a break.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and first time that we'll be playing each other in history. How are you looking forward to obviously making the trip to the Academy Stadium?
Not looking forward to the journey there and back.
No, I can empathise with that.
Yeah, well, when we look at the weather conditions as well, it doesn't look like it's going to be very enjoyable at all. But, can't wait. I mean, to see some of the best players, obviously, for our national team and world football will be brilliant. And it'll be a great challenge for everyone. And it'll be nice to mix with, obviously, a lot of the Man City fans who I've personally been in contact with quite a bit over the last couple of weeks since the draw was made.
City fans, speaking of the players there as well, but City fans might already know of Blue Wilson, who was a Man City Academy player. But who else should City fans keep an eye on Sunday? Who's impressed?
I don't know if I should give you the tactics away. But the ones you want to look out for, I'd say, you've got Paish Peak, centre-back, goal scorer and centre-back, I should say that. So watch out for her free kicks if we get any around the edge of the box. Obviously, you know about Blue already. Going forward, you've got Natasha Thomas, striker, with Maddie Biggs, who obviously is our 16-year-old who scored a hat-trick in the last round. And I'd say Anna Gray's another one to look out for, who's a very pacey winger.
Yeah. So, an early start for you on Sunday, or you heading down the day before and staying over?
I wanted to go the day before, but no one was having it, so it's going to have to be to Manchester and back in a day.
Oh, Oh man, I feel your pain. But hopefully we can maybe catch up before the game and hopefully show you around the Academy Stadium for what it is, and maybe get a bevy or two before.
Yeah, 100%. Sound good to me.
Good. So 400 plus fans. Is that about right for Ipswich fans making the trip?
That's the number I've heard. Yeah, I mean, massive number. What we normally get for home games is I'd say on average about 250 this year. For home games, the biggest crowd we've had 761 at home to Norwich in the league on a Wednesday night in September. So for the level we're at, we've had quite big numbers for attendances.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I mean, 400 for the journey for what it is as well. To come all the way to the Academy Stadium for the game is really, you should be applauded for that. I think that's incredible. And I think, the interaction between fans on Twitter has been really good as well. And it looks like it's going to be a great occasion on Sunday. So we're definitely looking forward to welcoming you to the Academy.
Thank you very much. I mean, we can't wait to be there ourselves. It's just nice to have, obviously, friendly chats between fans, because obviously the men's game is not usually the same, unfortunately. So it's nice to obviously interact in the way we do with obviously other women's football supporters. And yeah, we can't wait to meet everyone, especially the Manchester City Supporters Club, who have been obviously in contact with quite closely.
Yeah, brilliant. So we'd like to wish you a really good trip on Sunday, and hopefully the weather won't play its part. I'm positive that we don't have another postponement next weekend with you making such a long trip, but hopefully it'll all be in our favour and we can have a good day on Sunday. And like I said, you have a safe trip up here.
Brilliant, thank you very much.
All right, just so for those that aren't following you already, can you just give us your social media, your Twitter account?
Yeah, so our Twitter is at TGOT 2019, and then we're on Instagram as well.
Brilliant. All right, thanks Tom for speaking to me, and I'll see you on Sunday.
Brilliant, no worries. See you on Sunday. Thank you very much.
All right, no problem. Bye.
Bye.
And that's it for this week's episode. Hope you've enjoyed it. We'll be back next week. Apologies once again for the quality of the audio. It's not as good as what I'd hoped it would be, but hopefully we'll put that right in the next couple of weeks. So if you could just bear with us, that'd be great. If you're heading to the game on Sunday, we'll see you there. Tickets are still available through Man City Tickets website, and you can also buy them on the day. They'll be available from the ticket office outside the Academy Stadium. If you are heading down to the Academy Stadium on Sunday, please do give yourselves plenty of time to get into the stadium, as it is expected to be another busy fixture. Just to let you know as well that on Sunday, the MCFC Fans Food Bank support group will be outside the stadium on Sunday. They'll be collecting, accepting your donations from 12:30 till 2 p.m. in aid of Manchester Food Bank. Donation suggestions, things like UHT milk, long life fruit juice, tin mint, tin fruit, peanut butter, rice pudding, toiletries, sanitary products, toothbrushes, and any other non-perishable foods. Your donations will be greatly appreciated. Go and see the guys from the I can never say it, MCFC Food Bank, and you can also follow them on Twitter for more information at MCFC Food Bank. So make sure you give them a follow, and you can keep up to date with any of the other collections that they'll be doing if you can't get along to Sunday's game. We'll be back next week. Have a great week, everyone.